Product positioning. The place a product occupies a consumer's minds based on important attributes relative to competitive brands. Basically, what product positioning means, it's how your brand differs from other brands and how consumers look at it. So if you think about the cars, they're an example of how we look at all cars, and based on the brand and what they tell us, we are able to describe the differences of each car and how it meets slightly different needs. Brands do this by sharing things of points of difference and points of parity. So in my personal opinion, I think that 85% of what a brand should communicate is points of parity. What that means is 85% of what they say, whether it's to their ads, commercials, their promotions, anything, should be talking about how they're similar to their competitors. The reason brands focus a lot on their points of parity or their similarities to their competitors is because we understand that the product belongs in that category. If they only talk about their points of difference and how different it is, as consumers, we get confused and we think maybe it's too different to actually solve this problem. So it's important to focus the majority of your energy always on points of parity. And then you only choose one or two attributes that you believe are special and unique to your brand or your product that consumers will demand or that they will value, so they purchase your product. So again, I think the importance is about 85% of what you communicate has to show how you are the same or similar as your competitors. And then that 15% or one or two attributes is all you focus on, and that's points of difference. And those are the things that your consumers value. Because as I said, if it gets too extreme, people aren't sure where your brand belongs, and then they think maybe it's something else. So here's an example of a perceptual map. A perceptual map is a great way to draw out and visually see how your brand is different than its competitors, or how people view it different than your competitors. The other reason a perceptual map is valuable is because it allows you to see sort of open space in the market that you're in. It's a unique way to visually see, and then allows you to make changes if you're unhappy with what you see. You understand that, like, oh, we need to move it to the right, or we need to move it to the left, and then you can start to come up with a plan of how to do that.